Okay, so we have a zone system, and one of the zones is not shutting off when the thermostat satisfies. Gonna call my next customer and let them know that we're on the way. The dispatch says unit is down, caught on fire. So it should be exciting. Stay tuned. Well, we got another propane system here, and that heat exchanger looks awful bad. I'm gonna pop the top and see what it looks like on the inside. But she obviously was rolling out, and you can see from the draft hood that she's been black for a while. It is usually more corrosive.
I mean, as far as the natural gas goes up.
Yeah.
LP gas lays down.
Yeah.
See, I got a sort of a crawl space on this house here. When the guy told me, Barnes put the first one in. The guy told me, he says, I tell you about that LP gas, and I said, if you have a leak or something like that, it settles down.
Yeah. Well, I was able to locate the old orifices and springs that were in the system before it was converted to propane. So I know that it was converted, even though the turbulators were not removed at that time when it was converted. We're going to see if we can set up an estimate for replacement of the system and give them a solid number on the heat exchanger once we're able to get that information in regards to the cost of the heat exchanger. I guess we'll see what comes next. We got another one. I guess on this one the blower stopped working. At least he says the unit sounds weird and it's not blowing any air in the house. So we'll head over that way and see what we get into.
Left on Birdsville Road.
So we can't find a breaker that feeds that circuit. So I see a big fat wire there. That might be what it is. And then if I trace it back, that should at least tell me where it goes. Okay. So we got a very safe connection there for whatever that circuit is. And we got another big gray wire here. What in the world is that? Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's see if we can trace the big gray wire. That one's probably the range, as it looks like it stops right here. And that's about the kitchen. So, I guess we're gonna pull that panel off, the cover off of the breaker box, and try to see if we can trace out a big fat wire. Figure out where it actually goes. There's another very nice wire splice. Very safe. We're gonna go to the panel box. It's even drywalled into the wall.
You got one already somewhere.
Open up Pandora's box. Okay. The wire that comes in to the range is a big fat gray wire. And that one goes over here to that breaker there. And then these two actually go up. Maybe one of them goes down. But then there's a black wire that goes out that way that doesn't have the white tied in.
That's it right there.
So that is
it.
the
But that's
wire
the
that
hot water.
feeds.
That's the hot water heater.
I think it's labeled wrong. Let me go check my lugs and see if we're dead now, which we should be. Whatever he's got it tied to, he's got it labeled wrong is my guess. So I'm gonna go check my lugs, see if I got power on it now. We're dead. Dead.
That was it.
And dead. That was it. Okie dokie. So, if I left it like that and did not come back to replace the disconnect, I would be a hack. And maybe I'm a hack just for even using that as a temporary option, but the means of disconnect was just a non-rated breaker. And there's no difference between that and a pull-out disconnect. The amperage control is at the main panel on each circuit, and the only drawback to leaving it in that position is that there is no means of disconnect within proximity of the unit. If we come back and put a new disconnect on it, then we'll be fine. But for now, to keep from leaving the customer with no heat, I feel that that is a perfectly acceptable repair. Give me hell in the comments if you want. Now we'll see if we can figure out what comes next. Well, I haven't got any calls in an hour or so, so I'm going to try to make it home and take a nap. Or go out to dinner or something. And if I get something else, we'll head back out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a little while.
Blind man, I see you walking through this cold, cold night. Blind man, your heart is heavy. You got troubles